What's up, y'all? What's up? Y'all, hold on. Let me try to get this camera together. All right. I think that's straight now. Yeah, I like that one. It's straight. All right. What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Currently Building Generational Wealth Lifestyle. I am one of your hosts, the one, the only, the flyers on today. I am Danielle Bailey, and of course, God is the ultimate host. What's up, you guys? Happy Thursday. I hope that everybody's having an amazing Thursday thus far. But before I jump into today's topic, let me say a quick little prayer real quick to calm my nerves, because my little nerves are up today for whatever reason. But thank you, God, for allowing us to come once more and again. And God, allow me to be able to come and talk to your people, Father God. Please give me the words to say, and I decrease and you increase. Amen. All right, y'all, what's up? So I wanted to come on here, and I really and truly wanted to talk about credit card processing systems, not symptoms, but systems, right? So the other day, the reason why I want to talk about this is because I really have started paying more attention to where some of my money is going in the credit in the things that I'm using, right? So here is what I use to accept payments from people. I use a lot of different systems to accept payments from people, and I'm thinking about limiting some of them. So I was introduced to Square in May. Yeah, I was introduced to Square in May. So I started using them because you can do it online. So I use Square, I use PayPal, I use Ivy Pay, I use Square, PayPal, Ivy Pay. I use my system that I bill for, like billing my clients. I use that system, and then I also use the system where I do the notes. Like, it's about 5, and then I use Shopify, right? So it's about 6 places where I use to get money from. Like, I use to process my credit cards and all this other kind of stuff. And truthfully, I cannot tell you which one is the best system, because I went, and this goes back to making sure that you are also well educated and that you do your research. And like, I got all of these credit card processing systems because at the time they were good, right? So PayPal, and it just been a lot. I don't feel like I did enough research. So that could be my mistake. And so yesterday, and I think that as my business grows and I'm becoming more detailed in it, I'm realizing that I really need to pay attention to this stuff, right? Especially the credit card processing system, where you get your money from. And so the only reason why I paid attention to it this week, I like hot photos, sister. Whatever, let's spam. Or whatever. And the only reason why I really paid attention to it this week, let me pull this camera up some. Okay. All right. Like I was saying, the only reason why I paid attention to it this week was because yesterday I'm running this sale, and it's where I'm doing in January. I'm doing a charcuterie board night here at my office, right? And so I was telling people that the tickets are $10, right? And so I created this link on Square. Ooh, come on, Square, for a Square notification right there. So I created this link on Square for people to go and pay, right? And so this girl, when she asked me, she was like, okay, so how can we pay? So one lady that I used to use PayPal with, she started sending me money through PayPal. And then that was before I had time to create the link. So I got 2 payments from her on PayPal, and then when I created the link through Square, the fees popped up, and it charged me more on Square than PayPal. Like, the tickets were like $10, right? And so when the girl sent me the money on PayPal, it showed how much the processing fees was, right? So PayPal, for $10, the processing fee I had to pay was 30 cents. So they deposit $9.70 into my account via PayPal. Well, here comes Square, which I knew the processing fees, but I really didn't pay attention to them. So the processing fee was 2.9% plus a 30%. It was 2.9% plus 30 cents, depending on what method they use. If they typed their card in, there was an extra 30 cents. If I swiped their card, there was an extra 10 cents. Or if they had like a reoccurring card on file, that still was an extra 10%. I mean, an extra 10 cents. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me that you're going to take 2.9% plus whether the person had to type their card number in, that's 30 cents. Or if they already had their card on file, that's an extra 10%. Why the hell are y'all taking a 20 cent difference? And I know some of y'all may be like, it's 20 cents. 20 cents add up. Okay? And especially it adds up. And so like the processing fee for Square end up being like, I want to say like 70 cents altogether. 70 cents altogether versus PayPal being 30 cents period. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait. Like it really stopped me at my tracks because again, I'm getting deposit $9.70 from PayPal. I'm like, okay, cool. But then when you talk about Square, I'm getting like $9.10, maybe like $9.20. And then Square also charged tax. So like I was like, oh, okay. So now I'm sitting down and I'm like, okay, we really need to evaluate all our credit card processing systems because it doesn't add up. Like it's expensive. I mean, like when I seen that fee, I was like, well, damn. So y'all, like I said, I'm just coming on here to talk to you about it. I want you, as we get ready to wrap up the end of the year and stuff like that, I want you to take some time and I want you to go and look at your credit card processing fees, whatever systems that you guys use. Make sure you keeping an eye on it. Make sure you understand, like, you know what I'm saying, where your money going. And like my thing was, y'all ain't doing nothing. So why y'all taking so much damn money? Y'all ain't putting on no event. Y'all ain't marketing. So why y'all taking so much money? That's how y'all doing is running the card. That's it. Like, you know, and so like it's just it was an eye opener yesterday, and like I mean, like I said, it's a 40 cent difference. Overall, it's a 40, like just for a person to type their card in, I just cannot believe that they're charging an extra 30 cents for the people to type their card in. Like that, I think that's what's really got me. You got the 2.9%. Okay, I get that. But then you got the extra plus 10 cent or extra 30 cent. Like that's where I began to be like, yo, that doesn't, nah, why? So now I need to evaluate all of my credit card systems that I'm using, and stuff like that. But I will say Square came in handy for me this year. I use Square for my invoicing. And then I mean like now I'm also getting with and I may be able to cancel out some of these credit card processing systems that I use, because now I'm really getting into QuickBooks, right? And I know that QuickBooks has the ability to invoice and stuff like that. So like right now I have 6 systems that I'm using, and hopefully in 2023 I can cut that down to half. But you know, so like it's a lot that we got to, as business owners, I want to put that on y'all brain for the new year or whatever. Make sure y'all look into it and see. I would say the convenience is kind of what you're paying for when it comes to Square. Like, I would say this because, like I said, earlier this year, I was introduced to Square in May. And I was introduced because I was taking this business course, right? And I would say that it's been helpful because, like, I sold products via Square. What I'm selling now via using my Square account, I sell products. I sell so like my products, like my journals, my budget binders. I use that because it's a quick little, you know what I'm saying? I post it on Facebook, right? And be like, hey, I'm selling this, because not everybody deal with PayPal. That's another thing. PayPal has had this, and as business owners, you know what I'm saying? I understand a little bit more about why people are shying away from PayPal, because a client can open up a dispute and they can get their money back, and PayPal seems to or tend to side with the actual person. But I also know that the benefit of having PayPal is that you know, like a lot of people already got that information on PayPal, and I know I'm a PayPal girl, right? So if I get to like a checkout on the website and I see PayPal, I don't have to go and find my credit card. It's convenience. And I think that this is what these apps allow us to do, to have convenience. Because, like, if I'm checking out on somebody's website and they're making me have to go get my credit card to enter in the information, I may not purchase it. Because my credit card could be in the other room, I'm laying in the bed, I'm just scrolling social media, I see, so I know my PayPal account. I mean, you know, I don't have to get up and go and get it. If I have to get up and go and get, I might not buy it. So that's why I still have PayPal, right? But then, like, I'm learning, like, some business owners, like I said, they are having hard times because people are opening up disputes, and PayPal is siding with the customer and giving their money back. So that's the whole issue. Then, so when I got to Square this year, like I said, I was introduced to Square in my business course that I was having. And so they was like, hey, you can sell through, you know, it's easy. And I mean, like, the instructor, she started telling me, I mean, like, I was like, good, oh yeah, let me do that. So I signed up for it, you know what I'm saying? And I guess I didn't really pay attention to the processing fees that they were saying. I just knew at the time it was allowing me to make money, and it was allowing me to make money easy, because, like, when I started, the first thing that I had some old journals that I had never sold, right? I just had them sitting in storage, and I was telling them about, you know, my journals. They was like, sell them on internet, you know, sell them on Facebook. And so it just allowed me to sell on Facebook, right? And so that's all I had to do was send the link to the person, and the person, you know, put that credit card information in there, and I was able to charge them that way. So that's how I ended up getting into Square. It was super helpful. It was super convenient. It still is helpful, and it still is convenient. I know that my first drop, when I started telling people that I was selling journals, like my first time using Square, I made like $1,000. So it wasn't, it was like, oh, it's easy. Now I can, you know what I'm saying? So this year alone, just selling some extra products that I had, like, lying around the office, my rental. I also use Square to send out invoices for people who want to rent my building and stuff like that. And so random sales that I like having, like I'm having this whole charcuterie board night thing, people are able to use Square to pay for their tickets. And so, like, it's convenient, it's super convenient or whatever. And so, like, just from May to now, and not really like promote, like I said, I only did like 2 big drops on products. Like, I done made almost $5,000 in Square alone. And I don't sell products like every day. Like, I had 2 big drops. I had journals, and each drop I made like $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So, like, like I said, it's just been real convenient. But I don't know. I'm evaluating everything, because those fees start adding up, and I want to make sure I keep all my money in house. Okay, keep my money here, and not just be so willy nilly giving it up and stuff like that. So, like, now that I have a website, I think I'm gonna start putting people through the traffic there. But then also I think they like Square too, Shopify. they have like a 10 cent or plus they have like a plus 10 cent or plus 30 cent on top of their 2 point whatever percent that they're actually charging to run the cards. So that's also, I think that I can't get around that. So we're gonna figure something out. But I do want to limit how many credit card processing systems that I have, because right now I have like a lot of them that I'm using to get money from, and I just want to be able to keep better track on where the money and where it's coming from and stuff like that. So that's all I want to tell y'all today. Shout out to y'all. If you are a therapist and you are you need like a, and I would say like a lot of my co-pays I use Ivy Pay for, and that's another thing, y'all. With my co-pays, I had a meeting with my biller this morning too, or whatever, and so she flat out told me, like, this is why you need people on your team that got expertise and that doesn't mind telling you the real, right? And even though you paying them, I pay her every month, but she still got on their phone this morning and she told me the real. She was like, Danielle, it sounds like you need a because I was like, I need to automate some of this stuff because I'm forgetting. And she was like, no, you don't need to automate. You need to have a routine that you do as a business owner. And I was like, okay. She was like, yeah, that's what you need to do. She was like, she's like, some of this stuff is just a simple you sitting down and you having a routine where you do this at the end of the day or you do this at the top of the morning. She was like, it is something simple as that, but it may be simple, but it's a lot. It could be a lot for you. So she was like, either you create a routine or either you delegate it to somebody else in your business to do it because you are missing out on money. And she ain't lying. She was like, you missing out on money. And she was like, I was like, I'm missing out on money, and I feel like I'm doing a disservice to some of my clients because when I forget to run their copay, and then it finally, like, y'all, when they come in, I sit down, we just start talking, right? And I've been forgetting to run their copay, and so like some of their copays can end up being, by the time I remember, could be like an easy $100, and I'm like, hey, I forgot to charge your copay. Can I run it? I forgot to charge you for a couple of copays. A couple. That could be, some people copays can be $25. Some people copays can be $30. Some people copays can be $40. I got a few people who copays are $40. Them $40 start to add up when you done miss 3. That's over $120. I done miss, and it's easy if you have an appointment every week. So like, I got to do better. So it's a lot, but we learning, and that's why I'm coming here to make these videos so that y'all won't make the same mistakes that I made or whatever. So get a routine, develop a routine in 2023. That's what I'm going to do. And my builder, she gave me some advice. She's like, either you run it with the advice that she gave me. She's like, create a routine to where you run your credit cards in the morning. As soon as you get to work, you run them, or either you run them the night before. Run them when you finish up the day. Look at your schedule. Look at all the people who's supposed to be here the next day and run all of their credit cards. And if you get a denial, or if it declines, you call that person and say, hey, or you text that person and you say, hey, your credit card declined. In order for you to have your appointment, you need to rectify the situation before you can have it. So that way, it's done the night before. The client has enough time to rectify it, and you already got your money. So that's some things that I'm like looking into, whatever, and building. So, but I use Ivy Pay for my credit card processing, for my client copays and stuff. I want something that's just automatic. Will run the cards and stuff like that the night of it. That's what I really need. So, nonetheless, that's all I got for y'all beautiful people on today. Y'all be easy, y'all be blessed out there. Y'all let's create these routines and let's go into 2023 on it. All right? Bye.